Hey everybody, Erin O'Keefe here, Diamond Ambassador, and I got my best bud, Liza Reef, Sapphire, and we're excited for tonight's call. Kathleen Hepler is actually on, sitting as a standby. We weren't sure if she was going to get on or not. She had she had a fifth grade band concert to go to, let's just say that. And so now I think she might be drinking her sorrows away from that amazing music, but she's sitting on as a standby to watch us to make sure we perform for her. Anyway, so we're excited for tonight's call. We have a few things to go over. We're going to go over some December logistics. We're going to talk about, listen guys, when Liza talks about your purpose, your why, I get like entranced. So I assign this to her because she just has such a way to deliver this part that if you don't have a why established, you will by the end of this meeting. We're going to talk about December momentum, how to work your business in December. And we're going to talk about 2016 wrap up and looking forward to 2017. And then we're going to talk, Liza's going to wrap it up with being a manager versus being a leader and what that looks like on a daily basis. So to go over some logistics, all right, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so for tonight's call, so I really want you guys to grab a pen or pencil and paper and be present. A lot of times, like I got my phone here and I see you guys like, listen, this is me being a manager, not a leader. I see you guys starting chats with me. You're posting in your team page while you're on this call. You're posting in your customer group. You're posting, be present. You gave up an hour of your time to be here at this meeting. So you don't want to miss any, as what Tara Robinson, our CEO, calls, you don't want to miss any of those little nuggets, right? So sit back, enjoy, be present, enjoy the call, and take away some nuggets that you can use in your business. Super Saturday, we are less than a month away. If you are going to Albany, you saw Liza posted the Facebook event page, whether for Friday night or Saturday or both. So get on that and get connected with that. If you're going to Arizona with me, I know some of you on this call are, I added you guys to that page. If you are whatever other city, just let us know and I'll post it in our team groups because we have all the links for all the cities. So we'll add you, we'll make sure you're on every event page and you stay connected with your Super Saturday. But we started getting, last week we had a training call and we started getting the information and the materials and it's gonna be amazing. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so good. So I'm so excited for that. Next, logistics. Last night we got an email about the December incentive. Guys, this is so attainable. One ambassador, one customer, $50. Every time you do it, you could do it 10 times, 10 ambassadors, 10 customers. Here's what I want to say about incentives. A lot of times, I mean, this business should be incentive enough for us to work every single day. Our compensation plan is designed for us to want to work every day. But what I see sometimes is some people turn those light bulbs on when an incentive comes out. Oh my God, now there's an incentive, I'm going to start working. That's how hard you should work all the time, every time. So the incentives are there to like kind of remind you to get you moving, but it really is just an added bonus. Like this business will pay you if you work it every single day. So don't just work when those incentives come out. Work that hard every single day. The holiday spree. So many of us, 6 of us, Jules, I think Amy, Christine, Kathleen, Liza, Jody, and I are doing a Get Active contest. So if you are commission qualified, meaning 100 PV or more, by the 15th of this month, you'll be added to this secret, private, exclusive Facebook page that we have started. It's called the Jules Holiday Giveaway Spree, something like that. And we're going to be doing a ton of giveaways. So
I have so many things planned. Like, I'm so excited.
I know. We're going to be doing it live, 8 o'clock on the 18th. We're going to be going live, giving out presents live. So get your customers to order, get your own personal order in early this month versus waiting till the end of the month. And you can be added to this contest. We got Kate Spade, we have gift cards, we have Rustic Cuff, Plexus products, swag, cash, we have all kinds of stuff. So excited. All right, so I'm gonna turn it over to Liza because you guys are like probably enough with the logistics, but Liza's gonna talk about our why and why it's so important. But here's what I found, guys. When I'm talking to a lot of leaders and I'm doing coaching, with people on this team.
Zoom call.
I feel like, hold on, I'm going to mute everybody. Liza, unmute yourself.
Like Plexus.
Liza, you can unmute yourself. So here's where the breakdown is. People start out with a why. They're like, well, Christina, can you mute yourself? I just muted you and you. All right. So people start out with their why. They get so excited. I want to make money. I want to leave my job. I want to do this. And then they get a few naysayers. They get a few people to, you know, say no or poo-poo them. And then they give up on their why. They give up on their purpose. And when I talk with people that are struggling in this business and haven't moved forward, it's because, hold on. It's because they lost their why. They lost their purpose. I had lunch with a couple amazing ambassadors on my team in Long Island last week. You saw my picture on Facebook, you know who I'm talking about. And that's what we talked about. Like, what is your purpose? What is your end game? Why are you doing Plexus? And you can't just say, I want to make money. That doesn't mean anything because it doesn't have a face on it. It doesn't have a value on it. What does that mean? What does money mean? And to dig deeper, I said to this one ambassador, I was like, why do you want to, she said, I want to make $1,000 a month. Okay, cool, that's great. Why? Why do you want to make $1,000 a month? And she said, well, that would help my husband to not have to work 2 jobs and he would be home at night instead of be working a second job. And I was like, ding, 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 winner, winner. And your why is so powerful and it's going to get you through those times in this business where you're struggling. So I'm going to kick it over to Liza. I'm not going to take any more of her time away. And she's going to talk about her why.
Okay, so thanks, Erin, first of all, for asking me to be on the call tonight. I do want to preface this with, for those of you who are on my team, you saw my post tonight, I am on the tail end of a cold, so I'm going to try to talk fast so that I don't end up getting into a coughing fit. So not fast, but I'm going to work through my notes here that I have in front of me pretty quickly. And if you've heard me talk about this before, which if you've been around for a couple of years, you have, because this is my passion. This is something that when it comes up, who's going to do the why, I'm like, oh my gosh, me, like I totally want it. And you're going to see why as I'm kind of going through this. So when you first clicked join Plexus, what was going through your head? Why were you doing it? When I first started, when I clicked join Plexus, it was extremely self-focused. It was all about me and wanting to feel good and lose weight. And then it changed over time. Then it became more of I'm sharing this with other people. It became about others. And then when I saw what it did for my family, the financial aspect, then it became something else. So your why is going to consistently change, but your why is so important because it is your boss. And a lot of what I'm going to talk about tonight comes from so many different ambassadors in Plexus. One extremely important person that a lot of my information has come from is Angie Thompson. If you don't know Angie Thompson, look her up. Look at her Diamond documentary. Follow her on Facebook. She was our first Super Saturday that I went to was right here in Albany, coming back to Albany this year too. And her and Helen McFadden were our presenters that year. And she talked a lot about her why and the why when it comes to Plexus. Also, when I went to the Jewels training, when you become a Jewel ambassador, you have the amazing opportunity to take this incredible training from Diamond ambassadors, and she was one of them, and she talked a lot about the why. So a lot of the notes that I have come from her, but we share, I swear, like when I sit down with her, I feel like our brains are connected when it comes to this. So your why is your boss. It is going to drive you every single day. When you wake up and you think about Plexus, your brain and your gut should immediately go to your why. Why are you doing this? And Erin talked a little bit about, oh, I want to make $1,000. Why do you want to make $1,000 a month? What is that purpose? Why is that money? What's that money going to mean to your family? Great, that's money in the bank, but what is it going to mean to you and your family? Your why is also going to keep you really focused on your business. When we talk about daily method of operations, IPAs, that's one list. But when you have your why to go along with that, you are going to complete those on a daily basis because your end game is important to you. Your end game is your why. So it's so super important. It's also going to push you to achieve your goals. Every single month, every single week, we should have goals in mind, those short-term, long-term goals. And your why every morning and every evening also is going to push you to achieve those goals. Whether it's your weekly goal, your monthly goal, that why is going to push you to get you there. You always want to revisit your why. My why, and I'm looking at a couple of people on this call tonight, like Jody and Kathleen and Erin. How many times has your why changed? My why, I actually was having a conversation with Erin today via Facebook. I think my why changed today when I was out shopping, holiday season, and I'm out shopping by myself and getting things done and just having this, and it's so silly when I think about it, but so big when I'm able to go and shop and get all this, which would be stress normally for me, is out of the way. It's done, it's out of the way because of the time freedom that I have this year of being home. And that is incredible to me. Just I don't, Erin will be the first one to tell you, I'm not a lover of Christmas. Haven't really been a lover of Christmas, but I like Christmas this year. I am enjoying it. I was able to come home and get wrapping done. My shopping is done. And that is because I'm home this year because of Plexus. I turned my goals, my why actually became reality to me, and I'm able to be home this year and I'm getting so many things done. And that in turn for me, my plan is to go back to work, I'll be honest with you, but that's now my next why, is that I don't want that to be the case. I would love to be home all the time. So that my why is consistently changing. And guess what? If it doesn't change, guess what happens? Complacency. And that's not what we want. We don't want anybody to become complacent in their business. Your why should change always based on you, your lifestyle, and what's going on within your own life. And it's okay if it changes week by week. It's totally fine. And it should always be evolving. Your why should rule your world. It is going to be the fire in your belly. I will be the first one to tell you that this business has ups and downs. I've been there. I've had the ups, and believe me, you guys, I've been like 3 feet under, buried. But my why gets me through all of that. I wake up, it's the fire in my belly. I have to remind myself. There was a time that I had actually lists of things next to my bed, where a little notepad next to my bed, which I would read every single night, and it would be there every morning, of things that would encompass my why, so that it was a constant reminder of, why am I doing this? What's the purpose? What's the purpose for me personally? But what's the purpose of my family? What's Plexus doing to my family? So that is so important. It is the fire in your belly. And if you don't have that, if you're thinking right now, geez, I don't have that, find it. Find it. And you know what? I don't actually have this written down, but I've had people come to me and say, I don't have a why. Yeah, you do. You can figure it out. Whether you don't need to lose the weight, you're completely healthy, you have all the financial freedom, you can figure it out. I think of Celeste Gwynn. Okay, Celeste is an amazing woman, amazing ambassador, had the financial success coming into Plexus, and now has been blessed, extremely blessed by this business, but yet she's giving. Her why now is this amazing orphanage that she's trying to give to educationally, medically. Then there's other people that I speak to who are giving to certain organizations that they're fond of. It's you have a why. And if you don't, if you're sitting here saying, I don't have a why, I don't know what my why is, come talk to me. Talk to Erin, talk to Kathleen, talk to any of us, and we'll help you. We will help you figure out what your why is, because you need it. in order to make this business successful, you need it. You need something. Your why also impacts not only yourself, but it impacts your team. Once you start gaining a team and you're growing this enormous team, it impacts your team. And I hope, I think I know, honestly, that my level ones, my level twos know my why always. And if it changes, I talk about it. So you need to ask yourself, does your team know your why? And if not, then you need to share it with them. You need to let them know. You need to let them know that it's okay that it evolves and that it's not okay to become complacent, that your why is consistently going to change and it has to change in order for you to be successful in this business. One of the things that we talk about a lot is just writing it down, recording yourself talking about it, recording a video of yourself, putting it out there to the world, like letting everybody know, whether it's your team or maybe you don't have a team, put it out there on your Facebook page and let people know what your why is, because there's a connection there. There's a connection with why you decided to join Plexus, why you're doing what you're doing, and your friends and family. Once they see that connection, something may change for some people. Like when I started sharing with others, once I started growing this team and started, Erin helped me out with understanding the comp plan and the financial freedom that could come with this business, I really started sharing that with people, and then they started coming to me. Like it just all happens. It kind of all rolls into one, and it's really important. It's really important to share your why, to figure out what it is, write it down, video yourself, record yourself, and share it with everybody. And those of you out there who have a team, you have to share it with your team, and you have to share when it evolves too. And I'm saying it right now to everybody on this call, like mine is consistently changing, and I really truly feel like it changed today too. So important for our business. So important for our business.
I love that, Liza. When I saw your post today, because guys, I known Liza for many, many years, and when I saw that first of all, she hates Christmas. Doesn't hate Christmas, but
I don't like it.
Like she's a type A. Everything on her list needed to be done yesterday. If she has a list and there's things that are not checked on it, it like stresses her out to the nine. So when I saw she's done shopping and done wrapping, I was like, that is like your why becoming fulfilled. And she's actually happy and enjoying Christmas for the first time that I've ever seen in 25 years. It's not because she doesn't love her family or doesn't love Christmas. It's because when you work all day and have a family, it's hard. It's really hard. And your why doesn't have to be you want to leave your job. Some people are completely happy in their jobs. Some people also need a break. So you have to figure out, like, what does that money look like for you? If it's $1,000 a month to help you put your kids through college, if it's $500 a month so your husband doesn't have to work a second job or you don't have to work a second job, you have to figure out what that works for your family. And that should be your alarm clock. Like Liza said, you wake up with that fire in your belly. You don't need anything else. You don't need us to post a motivating post. You don't need your upline to hold your hand. You wake up with a fire in your belly, ready to change lives, including your own. Mm-hmm. So if truly you don't have a why, you don't have a business. I'm not even kidding when I say that. It is like, it's done. And when I look at Liza and Jody and how they deal with their whys, guys, when I tell you they've been through the ringer, like Jody personally and her personal health, and Liza and her ups and downs with certain things happening on her team, they could have easily been like, I'm done. This is too much. I can't take it all. But their why, their purpose, their end game for their family keeps them going, keeps them networking, sharing, building, and being connected with their team. So it is everything.
I think it's also like our mindset too, like we want to like prove ourselves wrong or prove others wrong. So it fuels us, and it makes our whys so much bigger and better than us even.
And part of it is like, guys, you have to have emotional maturity. You really do. Like, I learned it going in because I was in another network marketing company, direct sales company. So I kind of knew the ins and the outs of the business. So as a customer quits, who cares? Get over it. An ambassador quits, get over it. If every single person on I'm sorry, that's my tough love coming out. I'm sorry, and a glass of wine too.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. You have tough love?
Yeah. If every person on my team quit, I would still love Plexus. I would still love this company. I would still love everything. I don't care. You have to put your big girl panties on and get back out in the game. I'm sorry. Get back on the bike and keep riding, because there are people out there who need this. So it involves emotional maturity that kind of, encompasses your why. So if you don't have that emotional maturity, it's hard. So tie the two together. Okay, December, right? So we just got this great incentive, as I talked about. If you haven't done anything until this email came out yesterday, it's going to be hard. But if you've been planting the seeds, we've had some great promotions, right? If you've been around a couple of months, October was the rank up month, the double incentive month. November was a plan for success where you could earn a planner. You're building momentum, you're building speed on the team. You've been planting seeds 30 to 60 days. You start planting seeds in October, you're going to start seeing them in December, right? So email comes out yesterday. If you haven't been planting seeds in the last couple of months, it's going to be really hard to earn this incentive. And this is why consistency is everything. You can't take a month off and expect to grow your business. If you do take a month off, listen, you got to do what you got to do for yourself, your family, but it's going to be hard to earn these incentives. So if you've been planting seeds, now's the time in the next week and a half to harvest your crop and earn this incentive, help people get started, help them start their business, help them get healthy, whatever it takes. One ambassador, one customer, and you get $50 for every time. So if you get 2 ambassadors, 2 customers, that's $100. So awesome. Your target every month, if you truly, truly, truly want to grow a business, it's my target every month. Do I hit it every month? No, but it's our goal. Me and Damon as a family, 3 ambassadors, 3 customers. For us, that means 6 ambassadors, 6 customers. Do we hit it every month? No, but that sure is our target. If you're not looking to continue to do 3 and 3, it's going to be really hard to grow a business. So that should be your goal every month. I just had a call with my business coach at home office, Joseph, and he said, broken record. He's like, I'm just going to tell you, broken record, 3 and 3. He's like, I'm going to say it every single time, and you have to tell your team every single time. Every month it should be 3 and 3. Do we have months where it's like 1 and 1? Yeah, we do. We have months where it's 5 and 2. Yep. But that should be your goal every month. If you don't hit it, you didn't fail. You're not a failure. You're just planting the seeds for the next month. So if you just joined and you're starting planting seeds now, you might not get that incentive this month, but guys, look out, because our busiest season is coming in 3 weeks. January to March is like, whoa, put your pants, like your riding pants on, and you're ready to go. People are ready for Plexus. They're over the holidays. I mean, I've done so many 3-way chats, right? Everyone's like, I just want to wait till after the holidays is over. And we try to tell them, no, get on now, blah, blah, but they're committed to January. So very, very exciting months coming up. Okay, so in the last year, if you've been around a year or more, I want you to look back. How did you perform? Where are you now compared to a year ago? I'm going to be honest and tell you, I'm not happy with where I am. And you might be like, oh, that's so ungrateful. She's a diamond. Yeah, but you know what? I haven't hit my goals. My goals are not just about me now. My goals are about, I want all my level 1s who want to be a diamond to be a diamond. That's my goal. And until I hit that goal, I'm not happy. So I want you to look back at your points a year ago, at your current points. Have you gone up? Have you gone down? Are you even? Where do you want to be going forward? How do you, what have you done? How many personal level 1s have you sponsored? How many customers are you signing on every month? Do you know in which direction your business is going? So going forward into 2017, are you committed to an amazing new year? Are you committed to signing new level ones, committed to attending meetings, Super Saturday, getting on these weekly calls? Are you writing down goals? I might want to go Emerald by July, but what does that mean? Like, everyone wants to say, I'm going to go Emerald by July. That's easy to say. But what does that mean? How many people on my team do I need? Weekly, monthly? What does that look like on a daily basis? And if you don't know, that's okay. We're not going to go over that tonight. That's not what this call is about. Contact one of your, jewels, and we'll help you set a track to get you going. But you really can't just say, I'm going to go Emerald. I'm going to go Emerald by July, if you don't know what it takes to get there, right? So you have to know, like, week to week, month to month, how many people on your team do you need to hit that? And then you have to be bold. I remember, do you remember that call 2 years ago in the brand new year? It was like Helen, Sonia, Celeste, and Jen Hawkins. And it was Helen McFadden was like, you guys, you got to be bold. If
Yeah.
you're not, and bold is not being pushy. Bold is not being rude. Bold is not being obnoxious. Bold means confident, passionate, excited, and just be willing to work plexus every single day consistently. So that's what bold looks like. So going forward, do you know what 2016 looked like for you? Do you know where you want to go? And do you have the goals and the drive and the passion to get there? And this is not something we can teach, guys. You kind of got to have that, like, back to your why, your fire within. So I'm going to turn it over to Eliza now, and she's going to talk about what it looks like to be a manager or a leader. When you start signing people and you have people on your team, you're a leader, right? No matter what. And that gives you a right to never quit, to be honest. Like, you don't have the right to quit when you have someone underneath you. So Eliza's going to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's actually where I was going to start. I honestly think it was Victor Antonio who was one of the first people I heard say.
It was Troy Dooley.
Troy Dooley. Okay, well, same difference. Who said, like, if you have one person on your team, you're a leader. You can't quit. You're not going anywhere. You cannot quit, because if you quit on yourself, you're quitting on them too. So that speaks really, really loud to me, and I hope it does to all of you as well. So I'm going to start with, let's thank Erin for this, because she said there's a lot of really good quotes out there, and there are a lot of good quotes. John Maxwell is the amazing person when it comes to our business, and this comes directly off of his site. Some are his people, and this one is: a manager says go and a leader says let's go. So think about that for a minute. Like, that's huge. And when you have a team, whether it's one person or 1,000 people under you, you need to become that leader. And we're talking about this at this point of the calendar year because it is busy. Everybody is busy. And, I'm looking right now, and at one point there was 45 people on this call, and that's incredible. And we need to continue to do stuff like this. Like what we're doing right now, you're on this call. You are a leader just by being on this call and committing to yourself, your business, and your team. Again, whether you're a silver ambassador with 3 people under you, or you're a ruby ambassador with 100 people under you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you are a leader. So I'm just going to talk. I just have like a bunch of different things in front of me, and Erin's going to pipe in too, because this is her, like she loves this probably more than I do. So she's going to pipe in as well at the end. But just a couple of different things. Like, I'm just going to do verses: leader versus manager. So a leader is going to plan long-term, and a manager is going to plan short-term. So where are you? What are you looking for? Erin talked about July 31st. Are you looking for July 31st or December 31st? Like, that's where, your plan. What's your plan? What's your long-term plan? We want you as leaders to be looking long-term. Plan it out like I do. And, we have our goals. Don't get me wrong. We have our weekly goals, our daily goals, our monthly goals. But when you're thinking about your business, where you want this to go. As a leader, we want you to be thinking and planning long term. Focusing on people versus I and we. So just in general, and that's where I started. A manager says go, and a leader says let's go. A leader has several people with them, not behind them, but with them. And that is so crucial with our business. We want people to feel wanted, welcomed, appreciated, and praised. Like, it's so, so important. So really think about that as well when you're thinking about your team. Communicating vision versus following the vision. As a leader, you're communicating and you're following your own communication. As a manager, you're just following. So making sure that your vision, your culture, Melissa Eichenhorst is huge on team culture, and she's just incredible when she talks about this, and I'm sure she has videos out there, but I've heard her speak in person about team culture, and that our vision, our team culture, our team vision is huge with our business as well. So making sure that you're communicating and following that team culture. Motivating and inspiring versus controlling. That, honestly, this is the counselor speaking here. Like, that's internal. You need to look at yourself. You need to look at the language you're using, the verbiage you're using when you're speaking to people, the posts you're making in your team pages. Really be vigilant when you're doing that stuff. Like, really look at what you're doing and how you're communicating and inspiring and motivating others, because you want to make sure that that's exactly what you're doing, is motivating and then inspiring versus controlling and becoming that administrator with your business rather than laying out your motivation and inspiration. Giving credit versus taking credit. So that in and of itself, like, that speaks for itself, giving credit versus taking credit. And then leading by doing versus telling. Aaron just talked about it, the 3 and 3, like Joseph. I mean, he's spot on, and I've had several conversations with him as well when it comes to this. Like, and that's something that we communicate with our teams always, and that's something that we try to do as leaders every month. And like Aaron said, we may not achieve our goal, but that doesn't mean that we're not aspiring to our goal. Like, we are consistently working towards that. And if I'm saying to somebody, are you reaching out to people? Are you working off your Franks list? Are you doing your IPAs daily? Are you reaching out to people, your ambassadors on your team? Are you looking at your reports in your back office? Guys, like, that's even like a big thing too as a leader. If I'm not doing that, how can I tell or communicate to team members to go and do that? Because that's what's going to help them in their business. Like, that's and that has to be like an honesty thing with yourself. Like, you have to be honest with yourself. If you're not doing that, how do you expect others to do that as well? Like, last month, and I've been people on this call, like Aaron and Kath, like, I've been working, like, I've been touching base with people and building relationships. And last month, like, it all came to a head. And last month was my first really good month. And I'm just being completely honest with you guys, probably in like 6 months. Like, my PV was fantastic. I'll be honest, I did not earn the planner. I was up until like the last minute, couldn't get an order through. That's okay, not gonna go there. But my goals, I achieved my own personal goals, but that was because I was doing everything I needed to do on a daily basis. But that was stuff that I was telling my team too, like the calls that I post, the videos that I post on my team page. I look at those videos. I don't just post them and say, oh, here, I heard this is a great video. Like, those are videos that I look at and I take to heart as well. So, that is leading by doing. Lead by example. Do it. If you want your team members to do their daily IPAs and reach out to 2 to 3 people a day and go to meetings and go to opportunity meetings and get on calls like this, then you need to be doing it as well. And Aaron and I had a very heartfelt conversation, I think, like a couple of weeks ago when it comes to team calls and getting to events. Like, we want to see so many people getting on these calls and going to events. And, Super Saturday is one of those huge events that we should all be going to. And it's just important when you're telling your team steps to take to be successful. If you're not taking those steps to be successful, what does that say to them? So that in and of itself is just huge. So I'm going to end with a couple quotes. Leaders drive and affect change, whereas managers protect and maintain status quo. Status quo, not cool. Leadership focuses on people. Management focuses on performance. So the end all is like people, like, I don't know, Erin, like, do you feel the same way? Like, everything that I've read or have read in the last like 2.5 years, when we're talking leadership versus management, it all revolves around people and communication. Yeah, right? Like,
if you're trying to be a leader and you're not trying to build leaders, guys, it doesn't matter what rank you are, unless you are building rubies and senior rubies on your team. It doesn't matter. You have to be building leaders on your team. When you build leaders, everything else follows. It's about people and believing in people. And yes, there have been some people that started in this business that have fallen off, that are still making money because of the way our compensation plan is set up. But sorry, totally just got sidetracked. But I could talk about that a whole nother call.
I can't imagine why.
Anyways, but when you are truly, truly trying to build a business, you need to build people. You also need to learn this. Like, I just talked to Joseph the other day, and he's like, you have the art of this business. We were talking about the three-way chats and building leaders, and he's like, you just need to get a better hand on the science, meaning the the spreadsheets and all that, which I love. I love the back office. I love spreadsheets, but you're not a true leader until you're doing both. So yeah, like what you said, Liza, when you're building people and you're being a good person and trying to build other people, the business will follow. Yeah, so you can finish.
But it also goes back to the way, even us as leaders, the way our team sees us post on Facebook, just our own personal walls, whether it's business oriented or personal information, the way the culture we're creating in our team pages, like, all of that matters, and it makes a difference.
It's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's multifaceted. We got to get people loving products. We got to get people understanding the compensation plan and actually wanting to sign level ones, because there are so many people who don't understand why you should build a business. They think customers are going to get you far, when if you have 2,000 PV this month, I guarantee in 3 months your PV is going to be like 200, and you're not going to have an income unless you start building a team.
Right,
so you have to understand both. Then you have to get people to like build their own team. And I don't know, it's hard, guys. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And you have to learn. Like, if you're not learning how to be a leader, it's not going to come. Like, you need to read books, you need to watch videos. Like, I'm always like on the treadmill watching John Maxwell, reading John Maxwell, learning from Sonia Dudley, learning from the industry experts. Like, and I say it's hard, but it's still such an easy, fun day. Like, it's not hard compared to like going to work and writing an IEP, or, dealing with a principal or a crazy parent. Like, it's still it's an easy hard. Like, it's a really easy hard. But, looking at some characteristics, I have it right in front of me, characteristics of great leaders. They're honest. They're courageous, meaning it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people make fun of Plexus or say it's a scheme. They're going to keep going anyways. That was us. Like, right, Liza? That was us. Like, we didn't care. Like, you can say whatever you want. We have goals, and we have our dream, and we have a vision for our family, and we didn't care. They have wisdom. They're constantly learning. Confidence. Confidence is everything. If you don't have confidence, there have been months where I did not have confidence for whatever reason, and my business suffered. good leaders don't worry about what their team is doing. They don't worry about, oh, my level 1 isn't posting today, or she hasn't posted all week, or my level 1's not reading books. They worry about themselves. They worry about what they're doing. Their determination, passion, they're committed, they're positive. Guys, positivity means everything. When I hear, I can't sign anyone, I can't get a customer, I lost all my customers, I can't even, listen, I'm sorry, that sounds mean, but like, I can't, because I could sit back and say, I lost all my customers too. But I kept going because my dream was way bigger than the naysayers and the quitters.
Hey, at one point, I did lose all my customers.
Me too. I have one customer.
At several points in this business, I did lose all my
customers. It's called network marketing.
Right. And, like, guys, 11 different ways, only 2 of those ways did we get paid on customers.
Yeah.
Just going to say that.
Yeah, totally. And they have integrity, and they're sensitive. I have to work on that sensitive thing. It's not easy.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah. But it's hard. It's hard to balance it all. It's hard to manage it all, but it's an easy, fun hard, and it's a rewarding hard. Totally. And really, truly, if you're silver and you got silver and you stopped signing level 1s, it's not going to cut it. It sometimes takes signing 20 people to find your runner. It sometimes takes signing 25 people from one person who wants to work this business with you. So if you say, I signed 3 level 1s and they quit, that's network marketing. That's Plexus. That's all direct sales. People are going to come in and come out. Keep signing, keep sharing, keep building, keep loving on people, keep treating people well, and they're going to come to you when they don't feel well. So I know Kathleen is sitting there probably like chomping on the bit. Do you want to mute yourself, Kath, and add anything to this?
Honestly, you guys are nailing it. I'm just listening and laughing. That's what I said I was going to do. I'm just in here listening because it's true. I mean, you guys have it with the why, and we say it every single week because it needs to be said every single week, because you, as Liza said, you won't grow unless you get your why. Mm-hmm. So no, I think you guys absolutely nailed it this week. I'm not going to say squat.
All right, so let's open it to questions then. You guys can unmute yourself or type them in the chat. I know this isn't like a step-by-step how to build your business. It's more like a theoretical call. It's more like an inspirational call. I'm not going to teach you, this isn't like teach you how to follow up or teach you what to do, but this is like, without this backbone of, I don't know, just like these pieces are really what's missing, don't you think? Like when people don't have a purpose, they quit when their first customer quits. Yep. My best friend said Plexus was stupid, I quit. I'm like, really? That's dumb.
And it's because they're scared. I get why people are scared. I get it. We all get it because we were all scared in the beginning. But that's where when the rubber bravery is pushing past, doing something even though you're scared.
Yeah.
So
it's the why is on that for the 10 steps, the quick steps when you open up your success kit, and like it's on there. I don't even know what number it is, but it's the first one that I go to. It's like, why did you do this? Okay, like why did you click join Plexus? And okay, all right, great. You clicked because you wanted your products at wholesale. So did I, and look where I am. You have to look at the bigger picture, totally bigger picture.
And if you don't have the vision, maybe you need to go learn. Maybe you just need to go learn a little bit more about the products and the compensation plan.
And the company.
And the company.
Our company is amazing. Like if you are not going to Super Saturday, like you're missing out. Like Erin, that really was, well, no, we went to Leaders in October, but like when we went to our first Super Saturday, and it was in Albany, number one, it was in Albany. So we were like, oh my gosh, like we're on the map. What? We're on the map. Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. And we had amazing presenters, an amazing turnout. And how many people I think we had like 300, right?
400 people that year. And we were
Okay,
brand
so
new. Like we
now-
were like
Okay, now here we are, January 7th, 2016, and we're closed at 800.
Guys, here's the deal. Scottsdale, Arizona is where the company is from. There's only 700 people going there. Like if there's 800 in Albany, that's huge.
Yep, huge. And not for nothing, we have Sonia Dudley. Come on.
Hello, Sonia Dudley.
Yeah,
Sonia
seriously.
Dudley.
We got hooked
She's
up
pretty
with
cool
it.
too. Here's a great
There are some questions. Shana had a question for you,
How
Eric.
do I proceed with team members who don't respond when I message them? Trying to reach out to talk to them about their why and how things are going with their products, and I get nothing. Okay. Kathleen might have a different answer than me because I'm a little bit tougher. Go find new. Mine is like, go find new people. They don't want it, or else you didn't teach them to see it from the beginning. Maybe they should have been customers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get started as ambassadors, and I'm not saying don't start people as ambassadors if it's to help them get their products at a better price, but you can't expect them to want to work the business if you sold the wholesale dream. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this because I did it for a whole year. Between Sapphire till about 2 months ago, I sold the wholesale dream. My strongest level ones, my 7 people that are gold and above, that are my level ones, I signed all in my first 6 months because I had vision and I sold I let them know how amazing this company was. And then I got into this rut where I was like, I'm selling the wholesale dream here just to get ambassadors. And that's not business building. That's just getting people to get better prices, and half of them are going to quit anyways. Maybe they should have been customers. So what I went back to was, I'm going to sign people as customers first. I'm going to get them loving the product. When they're ready, I'm going to make them ambassadors, and then they're going to want nothing more than to start their own business and share with their friends. So for me, that's my answer, and you guys might differ than me, but I don't know, that's how I feel. They're not in their head. Yeah, they agree.
No, I totally agree. I was trying to unmute myself.
Here's the deal, and I taught Jody this from week 1. She was like, my level ones are ignoring me. I'm like, you don't give respect or send to people who don't give you respect or time back. If they're ignoring you, move on and go find people who are going to give you the time of day. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't mean for those people, you can still reach back to them, but definitely go find other ones. The other people, they may come back around when it's time for them. It just may not be their time. Yeah. They may not know. May not understand what you're asking them. They may not be ready to respond. So give them time and treat them. I always say, if they aren't responding, I treat them like customers, because if they're not responding to you, that means they're not going to team pages, or not being self-motivated and getting that initiative to learn about the product company. So that's on you. Still treat them as a customer and give them product information, business information, as you would all your customers, even if they're wholesale.
You have to go back to, like, how did I set them up? Did I set them up? Did I sell them the wholesale dream? Because guess what? They're going to start as a triplex, and then they might only need slim, and then they might only need probiotic, and then they're not going to hit their 100 PV a month. So if you tried to sell the wholesale dream, like, we are not in this business just to give people a better price on their products. I'm sorry, we're not. So
Jody Lee's trying to get in here.
If they're trying to, if they're trying to, like, get their products cheaper, then they should at least have one customer, or their husband or their wife or their spouse to go with them.
Yep.
Jody, go ahead.
To answer that question, I think also that people need to know that we don't just like them and want them in our lives for Plexus. So if they're ignoring you about Plexus, kind of like think 100%. About something going on in their life and check in with them and say, I'm getting kind of worried about you. Is everything okay? If you don't want to do this Plexus thing anymore, that's okay, but I still want to be your friend, and I still love you, and I still want you in my life. So kind of don't let people think that this is just about Plexus. If they're ignoring you about Plexus, maybe there's something going on in their life that you don't know about. Ask them on a personal level if everything's okay. I've noticed that just doing that, adding that touch, Plexus isn't for everybody, and that's okay. But, maybe they want to know how you're doing. Maybe there's something else going on in their life.
That's such a great point. This is like a people business. And if you're not loving on people and pouring into people and making sure they're okay. Like, don't just ask them if they're going to place their order. Be like, wow, I just saw a cool, your kids are so cute. Like, are they, and then don't even send them a few messages, and don't just do it because you know, for any other, like, do it out of the sincerity of your heart. Like, love on them truly from your heart. And it's,
I think that goes with potentials too. You know how many times I'm relentless. I will message somebody every pajama party we have, they ignore me. I'll message them the next pajama party, they ignore me. And then I'll see something on Facebook about their life and I'll be like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And they answer me back.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, they really just don't want Plexus, but then you kind of start building relationship that way. But so just potentials and ambassadors, I think just make sure that they know you care other than Plexus too.
Exactly. Exactly. Spoken from someone who maybe has a few things going on in her life every now and then. All right, what other questions do you guys have?
Erin.
Oh, I just want to respond to one other thing. Michelle, she wrote, I can't wait for Super Dad, hoping to have my aha moment. Okay. So there are people that I've seen the last couple years that have gone to every event, that have done everything. And until they figure out what's going on, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Liza, Jody, and Kathleen, inside, to figure out what's going on with them. You can go to every dang event, but until you apply, like what we've done on these calls every week for the last 4 months is what you're going to get at Super Saturday. It's just different presenters. You know, they're going to talk about going silver. They're going to talk about Fast Start Gold. They're going to talk about your why. They're going to talk about your Frank's list. You guys know what to do. It's just a matter of getting out there and applying it, you know? So until you take and Joseph said this to me the other day, he's like, you can learn all you want. 90% of the people are happy to learn. 5% of the people are happy to apply. So you got to apply what you're learning, you know? All right, back to Sarah, who's got a cute little towel on her head.
You got to unmute yourself, sweetie.
Okay, sorry, I started typing the question instead. Did I hear you say earlier that you could post or share or whatever the different information about the different sites, like other meetings or whatever for Super Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, so which one are you looking for, Mama?
I am going to Raleigh.
Okay, so we will go in the Facebook groups and we will, either way, it's Friday night and then Saturday's the event. So we'll post the link when they.
I have links in my in the Pink List group. I have one that shows all of them, and as the hosts, each of the hosts are the creators of them. So as the hosts put up the Friday night one and the Saturday one, I'll put it in the team groups as well. So
that's awesome.
Them once we get them.
Yay! Thank you.
It'll be Friday 7 to 9 at your venue.
Awesome.
And bring all your guests. It's a great way to bring your friends. So fun.
It's very relaxing and informative night. It's a great way to introduce Plexus to your friends and family in a non-intrusive way. Like, because it's fun, the presenters, the Diamond Ambassadors who are there presenting the information, like, make it fun for everybody who's in the crowd. And, you know, it's 9 times out of 10, it's in a hotel. So, like, you can say, hey, come to this and let's have a drink after. You know, like, I'm going to go. If you tell me I can have a drink after, like, I'm going to be there. You know, so it's.
Spoken like a New Yorker. They don't do that in the South.
True story.
All right, what are the questions?
For Raleigh, but.
Anything else, guys? Anyone want to unmute themselves? Kathleen, Jody, you guys want to add anything? All right, I'm going to stop recording, and then we're going to ask more questions.